What can you say about the 1975 Oscars, but that ABC took over the ceremony and hasn't given it up since? This is what they call the ABC phase of the last, 50 years of Oscar ceremonies. And it was an okay ceremony because you had a lot of the old, a lot of the new, and a lot of their confusing. Now, the 48 Academy Awards were presented on Monday, March 29, 76, at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in LA. The ceremonies were presided over by Walter Matthau, Robert Shaw, George Siegel, Goldie Hawn, and Gene Kelly. This year, ABC took over broadcast rights for NBC, as I maintain them to this day. Now, Milos Forman, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, made a clean sweep of the five major categories: Best Picture, Actor, Actress, Director, and Best Screenplay Adapted. It was the second of three films to date to do so, following It Happened One Night in 34 and preceding The Silence of the Lambs in 91. Now, he won the director Oscar against a bastion of great directors. We'll get to that in a second. Now, ironically, there was a big ingenue that was part of it. 20-year-old French actress Isabelle Adjani received her first nomination for Best Actress this year, becoming the youngest nominee in that category, breaking the record set by 22-year-old Elizabeth Hartman in 65. Her record would eventually be surpassed by 13-year-old Keisha Castle-Hughes in 2004, and again in 2013 by 9-year-old Quizana Wallace, the current record. Johnny also co-presented the award for Best Film Editing. Now, produced by Howard W. Koch and the show, directed by Marty Pizzetti. Duration, one of the longest Oscar ceremonies in history at 3 hours 12 minutes. Now, at the age 80, George Burns became the oldest acting winner, as well as the last person born in the 19th century to receive an acting award. His record stood until Jessica Tandy won Best Actress in 89. Burns was later succeeded as the oldest Best Supporting Actor winner by Christopher Plummer, who won in 2012 for Beginners at the age of 82. Now, Jaws, which was an early favorite to win Best Picture, but it didn't work out, and Spielberg wasn't nominated that year, by the way, which pretty freaky. It won all its nominations except Best Picture, the last film to do so until Traffic. As of the 94 Academy Awards, Amarcord, nominated for Best Director, is the last film to be nominated for Academy Awards in separate years, having won the award for Best Foreign Language Film the year before, and Day for Night, of course, is another example. Now, ironically, it was up against a major event on NBC. NBC's coverage of the NCAA Championship basketball game aired opposite the ceremony, and during the presentation of the Best Film Editing Award, the victor was jokingly announced by presenter Elliot Gould as Indiana 86-68, after the undefeated Hoosiers had won the NCAA title that night in Philadelphia. Now, again, ironically, ladies and gentlemen, the producer of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was the owner of Fantasy Records, who sued John Fogerty for plagiarism with his Centerfield album in the 80s. And like I said, Michael Douglas, who bought the property, and Saul Zaentz won Oscars for producers. Now, other best films, a good lineup this year: Barry Lyndon, Dog Day Afternoon, Jaws, and Nashville. Now, director, no wonder Spielberg couldn't get in. Besides Milos Forman, Fellini, Kubrick, Lumet, and Altman. This one year needed a sixth person. This was it. So Jack won One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, playing Randall Patrick McMurphy, going up against Walter Matthau, Al Pacino in Dog Day Afternoon, still looking for that Oscar, Maximilian Schell, and James Whitmore. Now, in Best Actress category, Louise Fletcher, a one-hit wonder until her Star Trek parts of the 90s, won for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Johnny and Margaret, who played Nora and Tommy, Glenda Jackson, who played Hedda Gabler, and this was pre-released at one point, and Carol Kane in the very controversial movie Hester Street. Now, Best Supporting Actor, Brad Dourif, Burgess Meredith, Chris Sarandon, who played the transvestite in Dog Day Afternoon, and Jack Warden, Shampoo. A lot of people were wondering how come Warren Beatty never got a Best Actor nomination that year, but Sunshine Boys, George Burns won. Lee Grant did win Best Supporting Actor, Shampoo, long after the Blacklist. In the Best Supporting category, Ronnie Blakely playing Barbara Jean, the singer, sort of like a knockoff Loretta Lynn in Nashville. Sylvia Miles, Lily Tomlin playing the choir leader. And Brendan Vaccaro in the long title, Jacqueline Suzanne's Once Is Not Enough. Best Original Screenplay, Dog Day Afternoon won. Amarcord and All My Love, Lies My Father Told Me, and Shampoo. Best Screenplay from Another Medium, Sunshine Boys, Profumo di Donna, The Man Who Would Be King, Barry Lyndon, and of course One Flew got it. Now, Disu Uzala from Soviet Union won Best Picture. Now, the best documentary feature was a weird Canadian co-production. It's called The Man Who Skied Down Everest. It's about a Japanese adventurer who tries literally to ski down Everest, and the whole movie is based on his 2,000-meter fall. He almost got near a crevasse. Quite interesting. Now, Best Animated Short Film was Great by Bob Godfrey. Now, here where Jaws came in quickly. Best Original Dramatic Score, of course, the great John Williams. Best Scoring was Barry Lyndon, another Kubrick award. He also won Best Costume Design. Best Sound went to Jaws, and Lyndon won for Art Direction and Cinematography. And Best Film Evidence, and Verna Fields did a great job. Had to go to her. Now, Best Original Song was kind of weird because it involved some weird shows. Now, I'm Easy, Keith Carradine, part of the big John Carradine family, won the Oscar. How Lucky Can You Get from Funny Lady, Now That We're in Love from Whiffs, Richard's Window from the Other Side of the Mountain, and Team from Mahogany, Do You Know Where We're Going To, by lyrics by Jerry Goffin, music by Michael Bazar, Diana Ross did it. A very weak category that year. So the playoff is like this. 9 nominations for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, winning 5. Lyndon won 4 out of 7. Dog Day won 3 out of 6. Funny Lady and the Hindenburg and Nashville each got 5, with Hindenburg won 2 special awards. Jaws got 4, with The Man Who Would Be King, the Sean Connery movie. Shampoo and the Sunshine Boys. Amarcord, Bite the Bullet, The Day of the Locusts, Profuma di Donna, Tommy the Wind of the Lion got 2. Academy Awards honorary award to Great Mary Pickford. Irvin G. Thalberg Award to Mervyn LeRoy. Gene Herschel to Humanitarian Award, Jules C. Stein. And the special achievements, Albert Whitlock and Glenn Robinson for the visual effects on the Hindenburg. And of course, Peter Burkhoff's great sound effect work on the Hindenburg. Now, presenters and performers included a great bunch of people. Ray Bolger, Joel Grey, Madeline Kahn, Robert Blake, Marissa Berenson, O.J. Simpson, Margot Hemingway, Roy Scheider, Bo Bridges, Marilyn Haslett, Charlton Heston, the presenter of the Gene Herschel Award, Anthony Hopkins and Charlotte Rampling, Jennifer O'Neill, Telly Savalas, Linda Blair and Ben Johnson, Rod McCune and Parnell Thomas, Stockard Channing and Billy D. Williams, Isabella Johnny and Elliot Gould, Jackie Bissett and Jack Boom Boom Valente, Burt Bacharach and Angie Dickinson, of course, husband and wife, William Friedkin, Diane Keaton and William Wyler, Gore Vidal, Walter Mirisch, Charles Bronson and Jill Ireland, Art Carney, Audrey Hepburn, and of course Elizabeth Taylor. Now, musical arranger for it was John Williams, who won the award that night. So I think I nominated for an Emmy for this as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very interesting awards, and we're getting into the 3-hour long mark. So it means the fact it takes me 8 minutes to talk about a show that's 3 hours long, and here we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. If you like what we're doing with our new features on Oscars ceremonies of the past, let us know in a like, comment, subscribe, or share.